and get started. I can't see you. I'm going to manage you guys and mute everybody so that you can hear me well. But let me pull up my slides and then we are going to get started. All right. So I know, welcome to our new coach kickoff call. I know that some of you guys are not brand new coaches, but you are working your business and you are working your way to Emerald and you are working your way through just getting the basics of what we do as coaches. And guys, let me just say that there is absolutely zero shame in going through Coach University more than once, because I personally went through Coach University at least 3 times. So no matter where you're at, maybe you're a brand new coach, you haven't even launched your business yet, maybe you've launched it and you don't know what to do next, and maybe you have been a coach for a while and you're just still grasping the basics. Like, this call will help you no matter where you're at, even though it's called a new coach kickoff call. So some things that I want to talk to you guys today about are launching your business, taking care of you first. You have to be making your own health and fitness a priority, or none of us makes a good coach if we're not. What being an influencer is, how you can start sharing your story so that you're not a salesperson, but you're someone that is influencing other people's lives for good. And I'm going to talk about making a list today and starting to invite people as well. All right. So let me share these slides with you guys. And most of you guys should have already talked to your coach, had a one-on-one call. Some of you guys have a call scheduled for after this, but either way, some of this stuff I'm going to go through first is just kind of housekeeping stuff. So when you sign up as a brand new coach, you got an email from Beachbody, and you should have gotten an email from your personally sponsored coach as well. The email from Beachbody, guys, they create, even if you didn't have this training, this access to this training Megan and I are doing together, you could do this all on your own just with what Beachbody gives you. They have amazing training. So you got an email within the first 30 minutes, then you got some tasks to do within the first 30 days, and first 30 hours, and then the first 30 days. Under that first 30 hours, I'm not sure actually, or first 30 days, there is a document called 30-Day Action Plan. You need to fill that out, send it to your coach. And honestly, like, I would print off 12 of them, because you can do this. It's a really cool document just to have as a guide and a goal setter for your business every single month. But fill out that 30-day action plan, send it to your coach. Y'all will go over that together. And that's what you do at the beginning. And it's gonna give you a place to start. Also, you should already have your EFT, your direct deposit set up. Set up your direct deposit in your Coach Online office so that you can actually get paid electronically when you start to help people, when you start to get challengers and coaches. It's very simple to do. Just go into Monitor My Business, my EFT management, because if you don't have that set up, then you will have to wait on a paper check, and they actually take out a small percentage for actually writing that check to you. All right. So some other really important housekeeping stuff, make sure that you know how to use Share a Cart. If you go into your Coach Online training or into our training on Facebook and look at the units, you can find a unit that's called Share a Cart, and that is how you're going to enroll your first customers, your first coaches, and that's how we sign people up. It's super simple to use, but just make sure you know how to do that. Know what your Coach ID and username are. You will use your Coach ID over and over and over. You will memorize it quickly. Also, when you go into your Coach Online office through Beachbody, locate the FAQs. Anytime you have a question about something related to coaching, you can always go there first, search the FAQs, search our Coach Online, our university, and if you can't find it, then contact me or Megan or your upline coach, whomever that might be. But FAQs tell us everything that we need to know. And definitely, you guys, definitely plug into our new Coach University. Nobody should have to wonder, where do I start? Let me show you. This is it. This is our New Coach University. And when you go to New Coach University, it's automatically going to take you to the units in this course, okay? And it is divided up day by day, telling you exactly what you need to do to launch your business. We have some prep tasks. There's the business activity tracker that you will use every day, a 7-day quick start guide, and then it launches, boom, straight into launching your business. Like, we give you wording to use. There's a video that I made that you can watch that explains it. We teach you how to invite, what to say when people want more information, how to use social media, and boom, 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 boom. Just go through it. This is a self-paced course. You do not have to go through all of that information in one day unless you want to do that. And definitely you can do that, but I would say go through it at least one day at a time. I always tell my new coaches, commit every single day, at least Monday through Friday. You know, when I was a new coach, I spent Saturdays were my work day because I did teach full-time as a brand new coach and I had small children. So I found that I did a lot of my work on Saturday. But commit 20 to 30 minutes a day, going through those units, doing the things that we share with you to do. Ask questions in there. You can comment below those posts. We will see that, tag your coach. And that is where, like, guys, that is almost the exact same training that Megan and I went through. It's a little different because social media has changed, or the way we present our message has changed a little bit, but that is your ticket to success. If you are doing those things that we teach you about in Coach University, you will succeed at this, but you have to do them, all right? So make sure you're plugged into there every day. So the first thing that you're going to do is launch your business. A lot of you guys probably have already done this. Maybe you did it like last night or last week, or you still need to do it. It doesn't matter. But you have to launch your business, because when you signed up as a coach, when you paid the $40 or signed up with the challenge pack, you opened the doors to your business, essentially. You started your own business. It's amazing. It's amazing what you step into with Beachbody. Like, you start a business with $40 or with some Shakeology and some workouts. That is how you start your business. There's no inventory. There's no, you don't have to rent some space. You don't have to pay for advertising. Like, seriously, guys, like, if I could get you to get how incredible this business is at the beginning, like, just lean into it. It is overwhelming. You should be overwhelmed at this point. You probably are. Maybe you're relaunching your business and you're overwhelmed. I don't know, but this business is legit. It's awesome. It will change your life. And it helps people every step of the way. So in order to actually, like, kick it off, like, open the doors to your business, you have got to launch it. You have to tell people that you are a coach. We can't just keep doing our workouts. We can't just keep drinking our Shakeology and not invite anybody to do it with us. I mean, you can if you're just a discount coach and you don't want to build a business. But if you're building a business, you've got to tell your story. And this starts with your coach announcement. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. We gave you an example in that unit about launching your business. And you just take this and you make it your own. Nothing that we share with you has to be duplicated exactly. We don't want you to duplicate our stories. We want you to share your stories. How did you find a challenge group? What were you feeling when you decided that you needed to get healthy? Like, what motivated you to reach out to your coach or to purchase your challenge pack? How are you feeling? What did you look like? Where did you want to be? And what motivated you to do that? Tell your fitness story, and then tell people, like, this is what happened. You know, either I lost the weight that I needed to lose, or I found the accountability that I needed to find. I feel so much better. I feel stronger. I feel more motivated. I feel more confident. Maybe you didn't lose a ton of weight. Maybe you don't have a ton of weight to lose. No matter where you're at, tell your story, how you got started, how you feel about it now, what this did for you, and then invite people to do it with you, all right? So my next challenge group starts October 15th. My coaches, if you're a new coach, you can invite to that. I know Megan has her own groups, and maybe your upline has their own separate groups, but invite people to something. Say, hey, I love this so much. I love this fit family of mine. I love the workout programs and the nutrition plan. It's so simple, and it's just like, it's something I'm going to do forever, and I might as well help some other people on doing it. I'm actually going to I have 3 spots available for women to do this with me in October. If you'd like to get fit with me and my friends and just find something that will last for a lifetime, come do it with me. Drop a comment below, drop a heart below, send me your email, give people a call to action. That is your coach announcement. All right. This is another example. This is Megan's. she shared hers. She said, you know, she talked about how she felt. She said, I was not confident. I had no energy. I was uncomfortable, and I knew I had to do something. She said, it works when you work. My plan was short 30-minute workouts. She talked about, let's see, I can't say a nutrition plan, a support group, and now she feels great. And she talks, this is the old one, but my next challenge group starts July 16th, and I want to help you get fit again. And she gives a call to action as well. All right. So those are that opens the doors to your business. And you know what? You may not just do this once. You may do this twice. You may have stopped coaching altogether and you have to relaunch your business, because I know a lot of you guys in here are doing that. And that's totally cool. It doesn't matter where you're at, just so long as you tell people what you're doing. That's the beginning. And sometimes I tell coaches, I say, launch it on Sunday night and then post it again with a different picture on Thursday morning. You know, there's no problem, because there's different people online at different times. So the timing of your post and how many people respond, how many people see it, it may vary. But, you know, like, don't post it at midnight. Like, don't post it at midnight. Or don't post it at like 8 o'clock when everybody's going to work in the morning. Post it when the traction is high on social media. And you can tell that on Facebook, on Instagram, by the little green dots by people's names. And so post it when people will see it the most. And you know what? You may get a ton of likes. You may get a ton of atta girls. You may get 5 likes. You know, I don't know. It doesn't matter how many people. We're not defined by the number of people that like or comment on this. We are defined by who we are, who we were created to be, and the fact that we are on a mission to help people. And so this is just the start. So what do you do after that? Like, after you launch your business, like, what comes next? One, guys, don't ever, ever, ever neglect to take care of yourself. You have to do your workouts. You have to follow your meal plans. You have to drink your Shakeology. If you stop doing that, you lose all credibility as a coach. Not only that, but being a coach is not just about making money. It's not just about rank advancing or being a big shot. Being a coach is about taking care of yourself first and foremost. So you have to be in the challenge group. You have to be coached yourself. If you ever find yourself struggling with your fitness, which you will, and that will be part of your story. I can tell you, after 4 years of coaching, I've not done this perfectly. I've gained 10 pounds. I've lost 10 pounds. I've crushed programs. I've hated programs. I've been consistent. I've been inconsistent. What you need, bud?
We need to get Field Dash because you can get a...
Okay, I'm working, all right? But if it's not important, don't tell me now, okay? So you've got to be a challenger always, 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 all right? We're constantly just not losing more weight, but just constantly, we're always on a journey to be our best selves, and that's our story. That's what motivates people, not the perfect body, you know, not the perfect, the perfect results, but the fact that we're consistently taking care of ourselves, because you are important, all right? So you're going to launch your business. You're going to be a challenger, and then you're going to just start to share what you're doing. You're going to be sharing your story. You're going to be an influencer, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about what that means. But just be you, please, guys. Like, I know you may follow some other coaches. You may follow too many coaches, and you may have to find yourself unfollowing people. But you've got to be you. Nobody's going to connect to you if you're copying other people's posts or if you're copying other people's style. I do have a handful of coaches that I follow that inspire me. I've been that coach, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I've been that coach that copied other people's posts. And you know what? They always tanked. And so if I can encourage you now, just to be yourself, use your own words and tell your story, because it's going to be different than mine. And you're going to breadcrumb to your invites. You're going to breadcrumb to your challenge group invites through what you share every day. So for example, today, this is October, right? We're at the end of the month, at the end of the year, October, November, December. There honestly and truly are not a ton of people thinking, hey, I'm going to get fit and lose like 30 pounds through the holidays. But there are people that need consistency. They need a plan. There are mamas who don't want to just like gain 15 pounds on Halloween Day because they eat all their kids' candy. And so we can breadcrumb and talk about balance. We can breadcrumb and show people how, I might make a Snickers version of my superfood shake. I might have self-control by like buying just a certain amount of candy for Halloween and then throwing the rest out. We can lead by example. We can influence people with our stories and show people that we're not like fit Nazis over here. We're still living life, but we're still making our health a priority. Breadcrumbing your story. So here are some examples. This is a picture of me. This is a post that I made the other day about faith is a huge part of who I am. And so like I often use what I read in my daily scripture reading as motivation and influence and to encourage other women. And so this one was about something I read in my scripture, and I was talking about the fact that we need to be strong and take action, because I talk to women every day who say that I failed. So the theme of my next challenge group is leave it all behind. And so like I was talking about how so many people let their past dictate their future, and not in a good way. And so we hold on to all that failure and that disappointment, and we let it keep us from moving forward. And I was just saying, we got to be strong, we got to take action, and we got to just keep going, right? So that was my motivation. I was influencing people, I was encouraging them. This is Megan's post. It was about her Shakeology. Guys, we never say Shakeology. Like, I mean, sometimes I might, but I rarely ever use the word Shakeology for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want to come across as salesy. Two, if I tell people what it is I'm drinking, they're going to go Google it and order it themselves or order it through another coach. All right. But I do want people to know, Megan wants people to know that we drink this all the time, every day. So we make posts about it or we put it in our stories. And this was just a picture of her shake. She was talking about the fact that her little girl, let's see, she was sitting outside. It felt like fall, and she, whipped together a little homemade PSL. I don't know what that means. Pumpkin spice latte. That's what it is. Okay. And so she doesn't say Shakeology, but you see that she's drinking it. And I can guarantee you that people asked her what this was. And so she used this as a post just to influence people and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm drinking. This is me sharing a post about my kids' lunches. I get asked all the time, what do my kids eat? And I had to confess in this post that I've gotten lazy about what I put in my kids' lunches. Like they were eating like sour cream glaze. They were eating like a lot of pizza. They were eating peanut butter and jellies, which it's not horrible, but I want to feed my kids stuff that I would eat. And so I was just sharing how we made these little Lunchables for them that day. I didn't ask people for anything. I was just sharing part of my story. My kids are part of my story. My laziness was part of my story. And I was giving people ideas and adding value. That's what being an influencer is. It's not constantly saying, hey, I'm doing the 21-day fix and drink a Shakeology. Do you want to do it with me? It is saying, this is what I'm doing. This is what works well for me. This is what I'm struggling with. This is something that I do to stay on track. How can I help you? Do you want to do this with me, right? And so going back to this part of it. So be you and tell your story. Like Wanjina is a coach of mine. She doesn't have little kids. She doesn't make their lunches anymore. So she wouldn't share something like that. But she does have a kid who is like playing college football. She goes to football games. And that's huge now. You know, like it's football time, whether it's college football or high school football. People are at football games. And you know what? Those are some of the easiest ways to get off track in your nutrition. So maybe she tells part of her story by saying, this is the cooler that I packed to go to my kids' football game so I don't end up eating nachos and hot dogs and Powerades, you know? And so just be you, tell your story, and show people why you're doing this. You don't have to write really long posts. I tend to be kind of wordy, but that's just my style. I have a lot of words. Some coaches write a lot less than I do. Just find your groove, find your voice, and guys, you will find so much joy in sharing your story when you do it your way. All right. And you know, I think that a lot of times a lot of coaches quit because they don't get a ton of likes, or they don't get a ton of comments, or they don't get a ton of like, hey, I want to join your group. But you've got to remember, you're just starting. This business is all about consistency. It's all about momentum. And if you post for a week and you quit because nobody likes your post or nobody says yes to your challenge group, then you've just lost all credibility. You're not building anything. You just started and stopped. All right. And so like we have to be consistent in doing these things. I tell my team, content is king. I can invite people to a challenge group all day long, but if they don't see me living it out and doing it in my stories and my posts, then they're not going to join me. So you have to build that credibility. You have to stick with this. And I say always stick with it a year. Like, give it a year. And if you do these things consistently, then you're going to see growth and you're going to grow your following. All right. So what do you do aside from posting? Now, I always suggest that you post 1 to 2 times a day, like on social media. And then I definitely suggest that you're using stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, both. I suggest creating at least 10 stories a day. And that's enough to show people that, hey, you can show your workouts in your stories. You can show something that you ate. You can show things that are non-coaching related, just things about your family or what you're interested in. You can inspire people. You can share a motivational quote from your PD, your personal development, and you can definitely invite people through your stories as well. I do that every single day. So what do you do every day? We talked about this. Do your workout, drink your shake, follow your meal plan. Coaches, you should definitely be creating a meal plan every week and sharing it with your challengers and doing it yourself, all right? Post 1 to 2 times a day, 10 stories, read your personal development. So the book that we always suggest you start with is The Compound Effect. That is a great book that is going to help you stay motivated. It will give you content, inspirational content for your posts. It will teach you the value of being consistent, of showing up every single day, and just the compound effect of those efforts of doing these little things every single day. And show people what you're doing. Show them your workout. Show them how you work your business. Show them, shout out a challenger or another coach on your team who gets results. Share your own results. Show how you make sure Shakeology in your stories. There's so many things that you can do. Just find what works for you. Just a second. Do you need something? Okay, he's been playing all morning. Let him chill.
He has to have somebody else, but it's never me.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute. That was so sad. Milo, we'll talk about it in a minute, okay? All right, so daily actions. So another thing that I want you guys to start doing, one is sit down and write out a list of like 8 to 10 things that describe who you are. For me personally, it's like I'm a boy mom. Like, we love to be outside. My faith is important to me. I love to cook. I hate to do laundry. My kids play football. I do a quiet time every single morning, and people come to expect those things from me. And so sit down and write out a list of things that define who you are. Maybe you ask your husband or ask your best friend, say, how would you describe me? Like, what am I interested in? And then you just sit down and write out a list of hashtags. And you can start to search those on Instagram, because we want you to grow your social media following. I started with like no friends on Instagram, started with 150 friends on Facebook. So obviously I had to grow that if I was going to reach more people every single month, right? And so I started to grow Instagram by connecting with people who were similar to me. And you do that by searching your hashtags. You can find people. You can look at their posts. You can like and comment on some of their posts and follow them, and they'll follow you back. On Facebook, they suggest friends of friends for you to be friends with on Facebook. That's how I started to grow my following. I just added 10 friends on Facebook every day, and then I would search some hashtags on Instagram. I still do that, actually. I still do that. And that's how you find people like you who will relate to your story and that you can build relationships with. Practice this week. Practice your posts, practice growing your market, and just see how that goes. If you have questions, guys, like post in New Coach University. That's what it's for. But I shared this. This is a screenshot of my Instagram feed. And you can see, like, it's not just fitness. Like, it's not just me working out every post. But I incorporate a lot of different things. There are pictures of my kids. There's pictures of me and God's Word. There's a picture of one of my plates. There's a picture of me doing laundry and listening to personal development. There's a picture of me on a team call. This one right here was a funny quote that I shared, and people loved it. So just practice with your posts. Your month one goal is to start a boot camp with your coach. Some of you guys may be at the point where you're running your own already, but make a list of people that you can invite, all right? Make a list of people that you can invite to this first challenge group. There is a memory jogger document in our coach training and in your coach online office. Just go find it, print it off, make a list of people, and invite them to do it with you. Say, hey, it doesn't have to be like super super cool message. Just, hey, you know, I started working out recently. I'm just working out from home, and I joined this group of women who are so cool, and they're doing the same workouts I'm doing. We're meal planning together every week. We're sharing recipes and idea, and every night, like, I have to check in and rate my day, and it's just keeping me super accountable. Would you be interested in doing this with me? That's a super easy way to invite some people that you already know, that you're close to, that are part of your warm market, and just ask them if they want to do it with you. And if they say yes, then go to that unit that says what to do when they ask for more information. Look at it and ask questions if you have questions. Fill out your 30-day business plan. Make sure you schedule that one-on-one call with your coach, and just keep growing, just keep moving. Because guys, like, this is a business. Like, we have to treat it like a business. We have to set aside hours for this business if you're going to make it work. If you're going to learn, if you're going to grow, if you're going to practice, you have to schedule time to do it. For me in the beginning, that was 30 minutes before my workout. That was 30 minutes on my lunch break. That was my drive time where I listened to personal development while I was on my way to work, or I sent voice messages to people that I was inviting or following up with. Show up for the training calls. Like, I never missed these calls because every single week, I will kid you not, I wanted to quit. Like, I was like, this is too much. I can't do this. What have I gotten into? Nobody's watching me. But every month, my coach would say something, and she would relate to what I was saying, and she would give me tips and answer my questions. And it helped me stay on track. And I know that without those calls, I would have given up. And I'm so thankful today that I did not, because it was all just things that new coaches have to work through. All right. Complete those New Coach University, the daily units. When you get through with the New Coach University, let your coach know. Remember that your body is your business too. Take care of yourself and have fun doing this. Like, have fun finding your voice. Have fun getting results. Have fun trying new recipes, and just share it along the way every single day. Your goal in the first month is to help at least 3 people get started in your challenge group with a challenge pack, which is access to the workouts and Shakeology. All right. If you help 3 people get signed up that way, you've hit Success Club. That's your #1 goal business-wise this month. All right. Let me talk to you really quickly about social media too, because as an influencer, we can't just start throwing up pictures and have them all be awful and unattractive, or, you know, really dark. So I just want to give you a couple tips to get started. We'll talk more about this, but make sure that you make your profile public on Instagram and Facebook. So many coaches don't ever do this, and they're really losing a lot of potential customers, because if your profile is not public, then people who don't already follow you or aren't friends with you, they can't see what you're posting. But if Susie wants to share your super awesome motivational post, she can't share it. Nobody can see it. Or somebody says, hey, go check out Susan's page. She's really rocking it and getting great results. If it's private, nobody can see your posts, okay? So make it public. Your profile picture should be a good picture. It should be a picture of you. It should not be a picture of you with like 16 other girlfriends and nobody knows who Rachel is. Make sure it's it doesn't have to be professional, but like even just this one of me on the left with like all the food in my arms, I just took that in my kitchen with a light on my phone. And so make sure it's clear and people can see your face, because they will relate to you and nothing else. Your social media posts, like I said, going back to this, my pictures are bright. They're clear. We will talk about apps that you can use, but just right off the bat, some of my favorite picture apps are Snapseed. That helps me edit the quality, the image, I can make it that brighter, consistent theme. And then Pick Tap Go is another one of mine, PICTAPGO. It's all one word. Those help me make sure that my photos are clear and attractive, okay? Because if we're putting up crappy photos, nobody's going to stop to read what we have to say, honestly. And then, you know, some tools for your business. You can get a selfie stick. I kind of think that you don't really even have to have that, because kind of gone are the days of the pictures like this. Like, I encourage you to make sure that if you look at my pictures again, a lot of it is like, I'm not even looking at the camera half the time. It's just kind of like a glimpse into my life. And so you can prop your phone up. You can prop your phone up from anywhere and do that. Go outside. If you don't have a light or one of these little ring lights, you can go outside and take pictures. That's where the light is the best. But you can get this little ring light for like $8 on Amazon. You can clip it on your phone if you need to. I have a stand-up light. I don't have it in here, but it's like a big ring light on a stand, and I got it from Amazon. Not as a brand new coach, because I would not have spent $100 on a light as a brand new coach. But if you want to, you can. But it's definitely one of the best investments I've made in my business. And it's a ring light from Amazon, and it's like 90 bucks or something like that now. But it helps me take really good pictures. Okay, so let me wrap this up real quick. 4 vital behaviors. You're gonna hear this over and over and over. When you sit down to work your business every single day, these are the things that you will do. You will invite people to your challenge group. You will show up and be proof of the products. You'll drink your shakes, do your workout programs, be a walking success story. All right. Do your personal development. Do not skip reading that personal development. Compound effect, slight edge, whatever it is, but make sure you're doing that because it's going to keep you on track. And recognize other people. I think this business can easily become just about us, but it shouldn't be, honestly. We are here to serve. We are here to serve other people in health and fitness through our faith, through whatever it is that you're passionate about. And so let's make sure we're recognizing other people. Emerald is another goal, and the Success Club and Emerald are your 2 #1 business goals this month. Emerald is when you have 2 coaches underneath you. That can be your husband, it could be your mom, it could be your first 2 challengers. It doesn't matter, but so long as you have 2 active coaches under you, it could be people that want to work the business with you. Maybe you know some really cool girlfriends that you think would love being a coach. You invite them to do this with you, sign them up as a coach, you go through the training together, you learn together, and those are your first 2 coaches. What happens when you're an Emerald coach is that you unlock the compensation plan. Because as a coach, just a coach before you rank advanced, you just earn commission on what you sell as a coach. But when you are Emerald, you start to earn those cycle bonuses. So you're actually earning more than just commission. And so that is really a big first goal that you need to hit as quickly as possible. All right. This is your business activity tracker. This is your to-do list every single day. It's those 4 vital behaviors. It tells you exactly what to do. I use this thing without fail as a new coach, and when I failed to use it, my business slowed down. So just print one off for every week. It goes through a full week, and just tick off the boxes. Don't just tick them off. I mean, don't just tick them off to tick them off, but be intentional about it. If you add 3 new people to social media, write their name down somewhere so you can start to build a relationship. Don't just make 2 to 3 posts. Make posts that are intentional. Share your story. Motivate people. Give calls to action so people know that you're actually running a challenge group and that you have spots available. All right? Start conversations with new people. Not just anybody, but people that you would be friends with, people that you want to join your challenge group. All right? And so on and so on. Set your goals, use this tracker, and it's going to help you. As far as other information, we have a national wake-up call every Monday. There's a new coach training call. There are team calls. I would definitely make these calls your new coach training calls on Wednesdays at 11:30, your #1 priority. If you have to watch this back, that is totally fine. I did that a lot too when I couldn't show up for the call live. Finish your first 30 days of training. Make sure you're in a challenge group, launch your business, hit Success Club, get to Emerald. Those are your #1 goals. And after that, we'll reassess and see where you need to go next. But trust the process. Trust me and Megan. Trust the training that we have provided you with. Do the work. Practice it, guys. You're not going to jump into this and say, oh, I'm a great coach. This is easy. It's not going to be. Honestly, it's going to be worth it. And you're going to grow and you're going to learn and you're going to kick butt, honestly, if you do this. But trust the process, all right? And so your #1 homework assignment is definitely to go get into that new coach training, but make a list of 20 people. Tonight, my team is having an invite party. I've challenged my team to actually make a list of 30 people to invite. We're going to have a Zoom call just like this. I'm going to give some examples of invites, but you've got to start inviting. It is definitely a compound effect of all of these things of the posting, of the inviting, of getting the results yourself. And that is how this business is built. It's not like rocket science. It's just showing up and doing it even on the days that it's hard, but it's going to be so much more worth it than it is going to be hard. I promise you. Okay. So let me see if these guys have questions. Hold on, Milo. All right. Just a second. Do you guys have any questions for me? Hey, Wangina. No. All right. All right. If not, then that is all I've got. We are here. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay. Don't say I can't do this and not ask questions, because you can and you should have questions. That's totally normal. All right. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I've got. And we will see you back here next Wednesday at the same time. All right. Bye.